Games Re-Up, and today we're going to be playing Continental Circus, the F1 Racer, the arcade version, on the PlayStation 2. Obviously packaged in this Taito Legends collection, which I am playing a lot of at the moment, as you know, because a lot of the reviews seem to be spawning from here. But let's give it a go. It's a great F1 classic, arcade classic. I think you'll love it. Let's give it a go. Ladies and gentlemen, you join me, pole position. We are playing Continental Circus for the PlayStation 2, part of the Namco collection. It's not really, it's actually the Taito Legends collection for the PlayStation 2. Now the version you see right before your eyes, your illustrious eyes, is the arcade version. It's the versions that's made it into the collection. Now this version is far better than any of the other versions, be it for the Atari ST, the Amiga, the Amstrad, the Commodore 64, you name it, this version is better. Let's face it, the difference between this and those versions is this is the hyped up to the max on cocaine version. So just imagine what those little 8-bit and worse versions look like. Then you see this and you're like, I tell you what, this is the version I want to play. And you're right. In all fairness, it's a bloody good version, and let me explain to you why. Now, the game was such a commercial success, it was actually number 2 in the coin slot dedicated arcade game chart, which I'm guessing most of you didn't even know existed. Well, it does. There's a chart for arcade games. Yeah, there actually is. This was number 2 behind Street Fighter. And now Street Fighter is an arcade classic that everyone has probably played and lost all of their money to. This was number 2. And I can see why. This game is an absolute joy to play. Be it from the music, which is pretty damn funky, to the, let's face it, in those days, a pretty realistic racing game. Be it, because there's a lot of elements to this game. It's not just the way it looks. There's things like, first of all, you got high and low gears, you got the gears. That's fine, it's just gears. Next up, we have weather effects. So that's rain, which actually does piss about with your wheel grip. So much to the point that I crashed a few times. So it does require you to actually visit the pits. Also, crash into another vehicle, and you will also then have to go into the pits again, otherwise eventually you will explode. Now, okay, that's not quite realistic. But the fact you have to visit the pits, I'd say it is. It's a really, really easy control system, so much so it's literally just using the D-pad as well as the 2 shoulder buttons on the PlayStation 2 controller, and also X for go and O for brake. That's literally it. Now, there is no automatic gear change function, which I find a little bit strange, being that I'm sure the American market aren't a big fan of it, because they don't like to drive stick, as they put it. But who cares? Who cares? There's a manual version here, and you're going to have to get used to it, guys. We have to. Yeah, it is. In all fairness, it is a bit of a bugger every now and again, but there you go. That's life. So let's roll on with the show. So this game, as you know, is called Continental Circus. Now, you're probably wondering why. Now, that is literally a misinterpretation of the name. It was meant to be called Continental Circuit, but when it got translated, for some reason, came to Continental Circus. Very strange, eh? Yeah, it's pretty damn odd, so much so that the Sinclair User magazine gave it the award of Cock-Up of the Year in 1988. Yeah, big cock-up, guys. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this review. I've been Al from Games Re-Up. I would happily say go out and find this game because it's a damn fine arcade F1 racing game. It's just good fun. Don't need to take it too seriously, but it's damn addictive. There's literally 8 levels here that take you from England, I believe, all the way over to Germany, to the USA, you name it, you're probably going to visit the place. It's a great game. Just make sure you qualify in the right amount of time. I've been Al from Games Re-Up. I'll see you at my next review.